There's no way in the world that man understands that much about dealings in the industry, is constantly calling people out, and he ain't seen none of it personally. Can't no nigga that takes as good as he do and suck. And I know because I've seen tapes of him. I just want to say this about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude because he a victim.
Yeah.
You know, he been in the rap game since he was little, just like Weezy.
Yeah.
And he's been ran through quite a bit.
Hey. Whoa.
You
I
know
didn't know that information.
You don't remember when he was in New York and they called him ass naked? Whoever his big daddy was threw him out ass naked into the hallway. He was walking around in the hallway holding his...
What if I told you that 50 Cent, the same guy who's been calling everyone out for years, might be hiding a secret so big it could destroy his entire image? And it all starts with one shocking connection to Soulja Boy. Jaguar Wright just sparked a whole new storm involving 50 Cent. And this time, it's not about rap battles or record sales. She's making claims that 50's been moving in some surprising ways behind the curtain, and that his once close connection with Soulja Boy might have been a lot more complicated than fans ever realized. Now, people are digging up old interviews and footage, trying to piece together the real story behind their so-called mentor-protege bond. And if Jaguar's version holds any truth, this situation might be deeper and messier than anyone could have guessed. When Soulja Boy first burst onto the scene, he often talked about how 50 Cent inspired him. "Get Rich or Die Tryin' was the first CD I ever bought," he said in an interview. "That's why I signed to Interscope." Over the years, they were spotted together, celebrating, collaborating, even toasting 50's new champagne brand. It all looked like mutual respect between two hustlers who'd made it. But according to Jaguar Wright, those interactions might have gone way beyond music and business. She's suggesting that 50 and Soulja's relationship included things that never made it to the public eye. And if you've been around hip-hop gossip long enough, you know the whispers about Soulja being DL, down low, aren't exactly new. His name's been tied to industry rumors about powerful people using their influence to trade favors or connections for something more personal. What's catching everyone off guard now, though, is 50 Cent's alleged involvement. He's the last person most would expect to be part of that kind of speculation. For years, 50's built his image on calling others out, exposing secrets, clowning rivals, and acting like the watchdog of hip-hop morality. Anytime an artist got caught up in rumors about their private life, 50 was often the first one online cracking jokes or dropping memes, framing himself as the guy who always keeps it real. Remember when he came after Diddy years back, hinting that Diddy once tried to take him on a luxury shopping trip? Those comments hit differently now, considering how the conversation around Diddy's lifestyle has evolved. It's ironic, almost poetic, that the man who's made a career of exposing others might now be caught in the very type of story he used to mock.
I have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this law.
That's the kind of thing a guy usually jokes about with a girl, light, playful banter. Maybe some teasing over drinks or a night out, but 50 Cent never approached it that way. He took it to another level entirely. When it came to Diddy, he transformed casual gossip into a full-blown spectacle, a public performance designed to entertain, provoke, and dominate the narrative. For years, 50 Cent has been notorious for his ability to seize every rumor, every scandal, every slip-up of others in the industry, and weaponize it into meme material, social media fodder, and sometimes even career-defining moments of trolling. It wasn't just about humor, it was strategy, power, and a subtle form of social commentary wrapped into one. So when news broke that Diddy's name was entangled in serious legal matters, RICO charges, federal indictments, all of it, 50 Cent didn't approach the story cautiously or quietly. There was no measured response, no careful observation from the sidelines. Instead, he treated it like a personal victory parade, a moment where he could publicly revel in what many saw as the fall of someone who had once been untouchable in the industry. It wasn't merely schadenfreude. It was an extension of his entire public persona, a persona built on being loud, fearless, and willing to call out anyone he deemed inauthentic, corrupt, or hypocritical. And 50 Cent's approach to this situation was nothing short of theatrical. He went full-scale in his trolling, which, by this point in his career, had become something of an art form. Posting memes, he highlighted the absurdity of the situation in ways only he could pull off. Humor mixed with biting critique, commentary disguised as entertainment. Some memes were simple, yet devastating in their impact, condensing complex scandals into a single image or caption that went viral overnight. Others were more elaborate, requiring a deep understanding of the industry, insider knowledge, and a keen sense of timing. 50's audience knew he wasn't just making jokes for laughs. He was shaping the story, directing public attention, and ensuring that no one else would control the narrative. Perhaps the most memorable and audacious move was his release of a mock documentary trailer titled "Did He Do It?" It was the kind of stunt that blurred the lines between reality and entertainment, a clever, almost meta-commentary on how scandal, perception, and media coverage intertwine. By framing the legal troubles in this pseudo-documentary format, 50 created a scenario where he positioned himself as both commentator and entertainer, someone who could narrate the chaos while remaining above it, or at least appearing to do so. It was a move that showcased his understanding of media cycles, audience psychology, and the power of framing a story to his advantage. To understand the full impact of 50's trolling, it's important to contextualize it within his career and public persona. From his early days in Queens to becoming a global superstar, 50 Cent has always understood the power of attention. He knows that in hip-hop and in celebrity culture at large, visibility is currency, and the way you control the narrative can make or break reputations. Trolling in his hands is a strategic tool. It's not random or careless. It's calculated. Each meme, each post, each joke carries with it the weight of an agenda, whether that agenda is personal amusement, professional gain, or public positioning. Diddy, of course, is no stranger to media scrutiny, but 50's attacks hit differently. While Diddy built his empire on brand, image, and strategic influence, 50's approach was almost anarchic by comparison. He didn't just comment on Diddy's legal troubles, he amplified them, reframed them, and turned them into a spectacle for mass consumption. The mock documentary trailer, in particular, was a stroke of genius because it took a complex, dry, and potentially confusing legal situation and translated it into a digestible, shareable, and entertaining narrative. Viewers didn't need to read court filings or follow tedious legal threads. They could watch the trailer, laugh, and instantly grasp the ridicule embedded within it. And yet, beneath the humor, there's a deeper layer to 50's trolling. It's not just about entertainment or schadenfreude, it's about authority and control. By publicly mocking Diddy, 50 positioned himself as a kind of moral and cultural arbiter, someone who could call out hypocrisy, flaunt insight, and demonstrate that he sees behind the carefully constructed facades of power in the music industry. It's a reminder to fans, rivals, and the general public that even the most untouchable figures are not immune to exposure, ridicule, and public commentary.
The Soulja Boy is gay, and I wanted to clear up the fact that it's not a rumor no more. This is for real, like in real life. I met Soulja Boy back in April when he came to Niagara Falls, and me and him swapped numbers through his friend, whatever, Jaguar Wright, and me and him just...
The scale and precision of 50's trolling also illustrate his mastery of modern social media dynamics. He knows how to capitalize on virality, how to craft content that will be shared, commented on, and debated. Each meme and post was a calculated risk, designed to provoke reactions, generate discourse, and ensure that he remained at the center of the conversation. In doing so, he not only entertained his followers, but also demonstrated a keen understanding of the interplay between celebrity, media, and public perception, long before social media became the dominant force it is today. There's also a performative element to consider. 50 Cent's trolling operates on multiple levels. It's humorous on the surface, critical underneath, and strategically advantageous in the long term. By turning Diddy's misfortunes into fodder for memes, jokes, and trailers, he effectively transformed a potential rival scandal into a personal brand-building exercise. Each post reinforces his image as fearless, irreverent, and always in control of the narrative. It's a kind of cultural chess, where every move is deliberate, calculated, and aimed at maintaining dominance both online and in the industry. Moreover, the timing of 50's trolling is crucial. He understands how to strike when public interest is highest, ensuring maximum exposure. The memes, jokes, and the mock trailer weren't random. They were strategically deployed to coincide with media coverage, public curiosity, and social chatter. By doing this, 50 ensured that his voice wasn't just part of the conversation. It became the defining lens through which others interpreted Diddy's situation. Ultimately, this episode is emblematic of 50 Cent's larger approach to fame, influence, and narrative control. He's not just a rapper or entrepreneur. He's a cultural strategist who understands how to use humor, social media, and public perception as tools to his advantage. His trolling of Diddy is more than a series of jokes. It's a carefully orchestrated performance, blending entertainment, social commentary, and personal branding into a single, cohesive strategy. By the time the dust settled, the Did He Do It? Trailer, the memes, and the jokes had done more than amuse fans. They had reshaped the public perception of a legal scandal, highlighted the vulnerabilities of a music mogul, and reinforced 50 Cent's status as a master of media manipulation. In the world of celebrity, influence, and social media, he had once again demonstrated that the pen, or in this case, the meme, is mightier than the sword, and that timing, wit, and audacity can turn any controversy into a platform for domination. In short, 50 Cent didn't just react to Diddy's troubles. He orchestrated a spectacle, turning what could have been a quiet moment of legal scrutiny into a multi-layered, viral phenomenon. Through memes, mock documentaries, and strategic trolling, he redefined the rules of engagement in celebrity culture, proving once again that he's not just a participant in the game. He's one of the game's sharpest players, always several moves ahead.
I just want to say this about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude because he a victim.
Yeah.
You know, he been in the rap game since he was little, just like Weezy.
Yeah.
And his boo been ran through quite a bit.
Hey. Whoa.
You
I
know,
ain't know that information.
you don't remember when he was in New York and they called him ass naked? Whoever his big daddy was threw him out ass naked into the hallway. He was walking around in the hallway holding his nut. Y'all don't want to believe that Soulja Boy is a hoe. And that take good from what I heard. He can sue me if
That same energy 50 Cent unleashed on Diddy didn't stop there. Anyone even remotely in Puff's orbit became fair game. French Montana? Caught it. Meek Mill? Caught it. If you so much as waved at Diddy, 50 already had a meme queued up. Remember when Meek was frantically trying to clear his name, insisting he had nothing to do with Diddy's mess? He was tweeting nonstop, even offering $100,000 to track down whoever started the smear campaign. And just like that, 50 slid in with his signature trolling, dropping an AI-edited clip that cast Diddy as Rick James and Meek as the love interest. The caption? They've been doing Meek dirty. That was peak 50, trolling on full blast. Then Soulja Boy unexpectedly jumped into the fray, seemingly with zero filter. He hopped on X and tweeted something so blunt it had everyone connecting dots. Why did Soulja feel so comfortable speaking like that? And why was he acting like some untouchable saint amid all the DL whispers? That tweet reignited curiosity, prompting internet sleuths to dig up receipts from years back, including that infamous 2010 XXL cover. On it, 50 stands behind Soulja Boy, dominant, while Soulja is shirtless, pants slightly low, staring straight at the camera like it was a promo for OnlyFans. The body language alone fueled speculation. Fans noted it didn't look like a typical mentor and protege shot. It radiated control, ownership, and undeniable DL vibes. As that old image resurfaced, rumors exploded. Things escalated further when footage allegedly involving Soulja Boy and one of the men he was linked to came back into circulation. It confirmed what some suspected. Soulja Boy is gay, and this wasn't just chatter anymore. It was real life. He even spoke openly about it. "I met Soulja Boy back in April when he came to Niagara Falls," someone recalled. "We exchanged numbers through his friend Jabari and just started kicking it." And then there's William the Baddest, who appeared on Tasha K's podcast, claiming Soulja had gotten very intimate with him at an event. According to William, Soulja was all about keeping it tame in public while getting freaky behind closed doors. The contrast between the camera-ready persona and the private behavior painted a picture of someone carefully controlling what the world sees. By now, the pieces of the puzzle were piling up. Whispers about Soulja Boy's past, 50 Cent's loud, over-the-top homophobic energy, that controversial XXL cover, and Soulja's own inability to stay silent online. The story was messy enough, but then Jaguar Wright stepped in, and everything blew up. If you've been listening to the streets, you know Jaguar's mission has always been to expose the industry's hidden dirt. And when she spoke on 50 and Soulja, she didn't hold back. She claimed that 50 had been hiding behind his anti-DL persona, publicly shaming others while quietly keeping his own secrets buried. Jaguar argued there's no way 50 could understand the struggles of LGBTQ+ folks in the industry simply by observing from afar. He's constantly calling people out, yet, according to her, he's been personally involved for years, with Soulja right in the mix. And she didn't phrase it as gossip. Jaguar doubled down, insisting she had videotapes and basically dared 50 and Soulja to take legal action if she was lying. "She ain't lying," she said. "I've seen sex tapes. And y'all need to give Soulja some credit. He's been a victim." She added context. Soulja's been in the rap game since he was a kid, just like Lil Wayne, and has endured his share of harsh treatment behind the scenes. There were even claims about a New York incident where Soulja was reportedly thrown out into a hallway naked by one of his mentors, a story meant to show just how vulnerable he's been in the industry. And then, silence. No denial, no jokes, no memes. Not a word from 50. Not a word from Soulja. Just crickets. That silence spoke volumes, and naturally, the internet started asking, if it's not true, why the quiet? Things got even more chaotic when people remembered that Jaguar Wright wasn't the first to hint at this. Back in 2015, 50's ex-Vivica A. Fox had made cryptic comments on Watch What Happens Live, suggesting 50 might have been playing both sides, especially given how close he was to Soulja Boy. Her remarks came shortly after 50 publicly dissed Empire, claiming the show's ratings were down because it featured too much DL activity. The seeds of suspicion were there long before Jaguar's revelations, but her commentary made the whispers impossible to ignore. And it doesn't end there. Remember the story 50 told about Diddy offering him a full-blown shopping spree? People are now speculating that Diddy didn't make that offer randomly. Rumor has it, he might have sensed a certain openness in 50, and that's why he tried to test the waters. When you start connecting all the dots, the XXL cover, Soulja's quiet silence, Vivica's subtle hints, Jaguar Wright's explosive claims, and even Diddy's oddly personal shopping invite, a much messier picture begins to emerge. One that doesn't quite line up with the clean, anti-DL image 50 has been selling to the public for years. If even a fraction of these whispers are accurate, then his reputation as the industry's morality watchdog may have been just a front. Fans and observers are already weighing in. One wrote, "Honestly, not surprising. Acting anti-gay is the perfect cover." Another commented, "We knew something was off when that cover dropped and Soulja got signed." After all, Diddy wouldn't have extended that shopping invite if he didn't think 50 would respond a certain way. So, where does that leave everyone? Has 50 Cent been fronting all this time, or is Jaguar Wright just spinning tales? And what about Soulja Boy? Truly innocent, or just skilled at keeping secrets? The conversation is just heating up, and this story is far from over. For anyone thinking this is wild now, the next chapter dives even deeper, and it's only going to get messier.